Don, why is it so difficult for you to win down in Knoxville?
Geez, we've won some now. Took a Memphis team in there and won. I think a couple of our teams here won. How many?
3-6.
3-6.
Wow. Great. Only 9. So, no, it's anytime I've been in that building, wherever, it's packed. And it's like a game, and it's a significant game. And this one will be. They're a physical team. They play well. They're well coached. They run their stuff. Defensively, they'll grind you. They'll press you. They'll deny you. Does a little bit of everything. So, you know, it'll be a hard challenge for us.
Now, what's your take on a league where winless Vandy takes out unbeaten LSU? I mean, what are they going to do to kind of emerge out of all that?
That one, I didn't watch the game, but we got the score at 74-70 with 11 minutes to go. I'm like, what are they going to score, 150? And then whatever it ended up, and Tony had watched the game and just said that, you can't fall asleep on Vandy because if they make shots, and I told you guys, the games they lost, they were 0 for 25, 3 for 26. Now, all of a sudden, they make 12, 13 threes. They can beat anybody in our league. So, but it's, we got out of the gym alive when they came here. They made 8 threes in the first half. They hadn't made 8 threes in 3-4 games prior to that. But that's, how things kind of swing.
Cal, any closer to a decision on playing Dante? You mentioned that the other night.
I'm not sure he's ready yet, but he's going hard. He's never gone this hard. Now we just got to see if he's in any kind of shape. I asked Kenny. He said, I don't think he's ready yet. So, but we'll see.
Is there a timetable, John, in terms of, we're in February, obviously?
I just don't, we don't know how this is all going to play out. So I don't want to say, but what I don't want to do is use a year of his eligibility for no reason. I mean, there's got to be some reason we're doing it.
Would you be in favor of what football does, where you can play a certain number of games and keep that year?
I kind of like that. I kind of like what they do in that, I'm not sure, does football like it?
Love it. A lot. They love it.
And I would say we probably should do it. Football loves it. Let's,
Does it really matter for you? I mean, you've had like one 5-year guy ever.
Well, it's not about me and it's not about the program. It's about him. And, if you want to say, well, let's just do what's right for us, you stick him in the game and, hope he helps you win. If he doesn't, you don't play him anymore or whatever. We just and I've said to him, let's you get yourself in great shape, and then we make a decision, and we'll make one based on what you think, and
Is he behind, I would think, in the exit knowing and
Yeah.
game conditioning?
Not game conditioning. He's behind in what we run and knowing all the stuff that we go through. He's behind. But he's trying. I mean, there's time. And the great thing about this team, we've got a bunch of great guys that are talking to him. Go down, stay down. You're coming off me. Yeah, this time, on that pass. And so it's funny to watch. But you kind of let it go because I do want them to be coaching each other.
Cal Emanuel said he's been studying Kevin Durant and Lou Williams about how to draw fouls. He said, if I'm shooting it this well, I should get more free throws. How much do you like that a guy says,
Good. I want him to
do?
shoot some twos too, though. But I told him and Ashton, the way you guys make free throws, ball fake and get fouled. Not ball fake and throw your body and drive to the basket, boop, he goes up, go right through and get free throws. I mean, if you could shoot free throws like that, get fouled. Figure out, how do I get fouled? How do I get to the line more? So it's good that he's doing that. I like him. There's a couple times he's stepping back for threes, and I'm like, take the two. Just shoot the ball. We need baskets, not just getting threes.
But some of that's a demonstration of his confidence right now.
Yeah.
I mean, is that, in some ways, do you like that he's at least feeling
It's kind of like Johnny.
himself to let it go?
It's like Johnny Juzang. He's shooting it. He's, when he shoots it, because I know where he's thinking, I'm thinking it's going in too. Now, it hasn't much, but his mindset is next amnesia. I'm not remembering any of that stuff, and it's how you want him to play. So,
John, your name has come up in speculation about the Knicks with Leon Rose. I guess going there, what thoughts do you have about NBA opportunities?
well, let me say this. First of all, I haven't talked to Leon, so I don't know if it's done, if he's doing it. I have no idea. But let me tell you about him. I've known him for 25 years. Dear friend. In a rough and tumble business, really, that business he was in was a sport too. Like it was body-to-body contact. It is. I've never heard in 25 years anybody say a bad word about Leon Rose. Not one. In a rough and tumble sport that he's in. He's a gatherer. He's a culture builder. I understand why they would do it if they do that. And again, because I'm so close, I'd help him in any way I could, being a resource. You want to call me and ask me about college players, my own players, I'm here. It just wouldn't be the coach.
John, just within the past few months, we've seen Mike Bray of Notre Dame get really irritated up on the podium post-game, and we saw Coach Krzyzewski kind of lose it with the student body. You're pretty animated out there on the court. How do you strike that balance between trying to kind of bite your lip versus letting her rip?
Well, my job is to protect my kids, and whatever I have to do to protect them, I will. Normally, it's measured in what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Very rarely do I get a technical I'm not trying to get. If something happened like at Arkansas where two guys called at the same time and I think I'm gone, well, now I'm going to get my money's worth, and I'm going to, now you threw me out again? What are you throwing me out twice? I never got thrown out twice in one game. That's a little bit different. But if a game is really close, you're on the road and the fouls are just enormous and you know it, but you can't do something to hurt your team. But if you have to do something earlier to make a point that you're going to protect your guys, you do it. I'm not the only coach that way. I think that's all coaches. And but it's here's what I would say. I say to my players: players play, coaches coach, and officials officiate. Let them do their thing. You do yours. I'll do mine. And I mean, that's the best way to go about it. I wish I wouldn't have to say anything. And I'll tell you again, you know what my thing is. When you call that tip foul on a jump shot that barely hit the guy, oh, I'm watching down this end. You better call that same foul down that end. If you want to do that, you want to call carry, oh, I'm on every carry now. I mean, I really don't care what you call. I don't. Call 100 fouls, 50-50. Wait a minute, 52, 48, 53, 47, not 60, 20. Can't do that. Now, don't tell me.
What if one team fouls 60 times and the other team fouls?
You're right. But why would the team that doesn't shoot threes foul the three-point shooting team 60 times? Explain that. They take 33s, we take 12. You explain that. I'm fine. Whatever you do, call your game how you want. We'll adjust to it. Call it tight, we'll adjust. Tight there too. Call it loose. I'm fine. We'll adjust. We'll say, hey man, they're letting it go. You better get tougher. The others, but it's, again, it's not just me. This is, if you ask coaches, we're all saying the same thing.
The other night you said you had it up to your neck on that. I didn't know if this was kind of a new thing.
No, it just, the situation was they were trying to foul. And they fouled. I'm going to say it again. They were trying to foul, and they fouled. And my team is a really good free throw shooting team. So I want that called because I don't want them going and making a basketball play if we can shoot free throws. We're a better free throw shooting team. That was my issue. Was the technical the right call? Yeah. Was the right call. What I said and did, yeah.
Cal,
I'd have called a technical on myself.
does it feel a little bit odd preparing for Tennessee without Grant Williams and Admiral Schofield? And
I watched the game today. I watched one of the games we played a year ago against them. Man, were they good. They were good and well coached. I mean, Rick, you guys know how much respect I have for him. Not only as a coach, obviously as a coach, he and I have been doing this a long time, but as a man and as a person. He and I talked throughout the year. I know Tennessee fans will be so mad at this that something happens, I'm calling him, he'll call me. I mean, we've been friends for longer than him coaching there and me coaching here. We both know when these two teams get together, it's significant. It is.
How unusual is that, John? For two coaches, maybe there's rivalries, whatever, but they, on a personal level, back and forth.
No, there are guys that, look, what I try to do, I respect all coaches because I know how hard the jobs are. I was at UMass. I know how hard that is. I was at Memphis. I know how hard that job is. I respect all coaches. I'm here. You know, I mean, you don't expect us to win every game. Oh, yeah, you do. By 20. So I know guys in these kind of positions, and I respect them. If someone else makes it personal, then it's personal. But it ain't going to be because of me. I mean, I'm not. If you make it personal, okay, now it's personal. But it's, you know, I think all of us coaches together know how hard this is. And right below our feet, the ground is changing. And we're all trying to how do we do this? None of us know. I mean, we're all figuring out this on the run, which makes the job even harder to deal with. How about now the transfer stuff? Even harder to deal with. How about, are they going out of high school or not? Is the G League doing this? Or are they going to have academies for all the high school players? I mean, we don't know what's out ahead of us. I have an idea, and I'll give you the tea leaves later, but I've been saying what's going on, but it becomes, these jobs are hard.
Tomorrow the NCAA is going to announce the top 4 seeds in each region as of February 8th. It could all change by Selection Sunday. So how much attention, what does it mean?
Well, I'm glad they're doing what they're doing. It's not just 4 seeds, is it?
Top 16 overall.
Top 16.
So 16.
Yeah.
So it just kind of holds you accountable. That's why I liked it being done. If you're 13 and you win 8 out of 9 and then you go to 22, why did that happen? You can't do that now. Or if you're 12 and you lose, well, they lost, but that's different because they're where they are in their league and all that. You can't do that now.
And you got to watch that Mitch Barnhart.
I like it. Put it out. Let us finish the season. Let's see who does what. Go from there.
You trust the process more now that your guy is in the room? I know he has to leave the room when they talk about you. He can at least raise some hell when he comes back.
I don't expect us to have an easy path when we're in here. We're not going to, and I expect some other teams to have an easier path. I just expect it, so then you're not upset. They may surprise me. No.
You're going to get paired with Dayton anyway.